control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. And it goes like this. gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you'll... faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Deke! Ah!
Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can... Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can...
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You've got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
No, you don't. Everything's all right now. There. I'm not going to hurt you. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not
Are there any other beasts nearby?
just one that Deke knows of, a herd of mooncalves. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Mooncalves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting.
Deke, what am I meant to be doing again?
You should try to find...
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Howard will never believe this. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued, then you home. but, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this! It's amazing!
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show.
Very well. I shall let you know.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft.
An enchanted loom.
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical material, making your clothing more useful in a variety. Why don't you try it?
I'll go and experiment with the loom. Repairer! Came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
For now.
Thank you for your...
Glad you came.
I wonder where they go.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needed.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her.
It would mean the world. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Depulso. Accio.
I don't have time. Ugh, could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Depulso. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you...
I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly...
Any help would be appreciated. I can tell you that Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
I should investigate. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Past the river near the forest. I must be on the right track. Stupefy! Incendio! Convulso! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Incendio! Is that Inferius wearing a wooden jumper? That must be Bardo. Incendio! Protego! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! I'm not sure Madam Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. This mentions Inferi. Something about it being Bardolph's turn next. Revelio! Now, I'm only trying to help. I'll look after you.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for everyone.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for other. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up simply at my wits.
I'm unfortunate.
We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Fire!
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Such arrogance. One less shoot.
Accio! Expelliarmus!
You're like a clump of beneath my feet.
Protego! Stupid one!
So clever.
Expelliarmus!
Stop avoiding me. Where you will fail.
Stupid one!
I won't rest.
Stupid one! Confringo! Protego!
I will make you pay.
Expelliarmus!
Seems I won't.
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupid one!
Are you sure?
Stupid one! Confringo!
No!
Stupid one! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
One comes down, one more to go. You only have Revelio.
An intruder! Are you quite...
Potato!
Why can't I hit you?
Glacius! Confringo!
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego!
Why? Stupid this out!
I shall avenge your death!
How nice.
Stupid one!
One less human to worry about. Not quiet enough.
Expelliarmus!
I will make it.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Potato! Stupid one!
Rather unwise coming back this way. Stop it! You're paid for that!
Potato! Stupid one! Expelliarmus!
Someone
places! Confringo! Stupefy!
Might not have been worried about you.
Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy!
Lucky, that's all. I won't rest.
Expelliarmus! Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont would be glad to hear that. Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Accio! Confringo! Revelio. Accio. That solves that. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
My father used to enjoy...
I do hope my brother is all right.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ran?
What do you have for...
Thank you. Sincerely. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh,
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients.
and she's
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, if you wouldn't,
I can certainly try.
that would be...
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he...
Indeed he was. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a Aiden took ill when he was collecting Hawk. The cavern is in the...
Thank you. Hello again, Mrs. Sprottle. Where did you say I should go to harvest the hawk lumps and find the box of letters?
In a cavern in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. Hope they know what they're doing.
Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso! Protego! Revelio! Depulso! Accio! Could it be a Merlin trial? Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Revelio.
Confringo!
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Expelliarmus!
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you.
Madame Beaumont.
Badolf, what do you know?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, it can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have? Bardolph. Dear.
Aloha Mora. Aloha Mora.
Revelio. Revelio. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters. That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Incendio!
This must be Sorona's box of letters.
Revelio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. Be glad to get these hawk lumps. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and...
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. And Sorona will be delighted to have... How kind of you. No.
I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Don't still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggamel potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without. And for returning this box of letters.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Aloha Mora.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
hope you're not here for a knotgrass sprig, 'cause I'm entirely sure I have them in stock. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Accio.
Tell me. Whisper in my ear.
I've finished the activities you were...
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater Just yesterday, I spent... Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving... Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's... You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just... The plants, please.
Flipendo!
Look at that! You're a natural.
Incendio!
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds. Too hard. Come out before I find you.
Confringo!
Clumsy little fool.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
knowledgeable.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it?
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's... In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved. Should I be worried about my uncle?
I think you're right.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the ground. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't could you...
I'll try and look in.
Thank you. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. I do hope you're able to find out.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were
I've completed all...
Very well done. Now, as you have, based upon the knowledge that one's present,
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it.
a measured perception, very wise, nothing worthwhile. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall, and if that performance...
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descendo!
Excellent! I think you have it.
Incendio! Flipendo! Descendo!
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Renrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
What have we here? Another human? Oh, that was meant for me.
Pity! Protego!
Why don't I hit you?
Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Confringo! You can't stop us. You won't stop me. Kill spells glance off of me.
Protego!
You will suffer.
Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Was that your best? Victory is ours.
Hogwarts has brought me. Safe flying!
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by 4? Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. What do we have here? I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Took you for a troll the other day.
Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes.
One there.
Wizard kind will submit to us much more.
Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends.
Give for a cup of mushroom tea.
A ladder. That's what I need. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets. Wingardium Leviosa.
Quiet as a grapple, you are.
Far from home. You couldn't bring me. Almost. Glaciers. Confringo. Your spells glance off of me.
What will we find in here?
No witch or wizard will be spared. It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
One less human to worry about. Can't handle a little altercation.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there. Petrificus Totalis.
Way up somewhere.
Potato, stupefy. Glacier. Expelliarmus. Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
The wizards will be defeated.
Confringo! Petrificus totalis.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take all. Run the other way when they see these humans do. Every time. What's that? Not afraid to fight?
Get away with that.
Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling!
Expelliarmus!
I should have been. Get away with that.
Confringo!
Boiler door. How to open it?
They were just here!
Levioso! Depulso!
Don't have time for this!
Confringo! Levioso! Expelliarmus!
I will make you!
Confringo!
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed. Ah!
None of that. can't handle it.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Ranrock won't be stopped!
You found it! Pass it to me! Hurry! Before they come! I must get out! Hurry! Oh, thank you, Merlin. Thank
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson. Having my wand back is like being I must return home and inform
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. Thank you.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Oh, it won't be long.
Revelio.
I'm famished.
Expelliarmus!
I won't rest till you're dead.
Expelliarmus! Revelio! Glacius! Revelio!
Ramrod's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Who's there?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. He'll see it was a mistake.
Hasn't been anyone.
This place has seen better days.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crackcroft. This is utter nonsense. I've never heard this in all my life.
I find the rarest beasts in the forest. You're lucky if you find a rat.
Yes. Potato.
No! This is...
Head up, son.
Revelio.
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves. Feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter.
Accio. Accio. Confringo.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the task.
Well, well.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my talent and resolve are
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let... Now. Focus. Defindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Defindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone.
Defindo!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Flipendo! Descendo!
As I mentioned earlier, Defindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
My family has been...
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Confringo!
That's that. Settled.
Most goblins in my family work in the mine.
Reparo. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Capulso! Revelio. Confringo. Reparo.
I didn't touch you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
What do you have for sale?
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in a...
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My Uncle Solomon is a former Aura and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what He's no idea the harm. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian? I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son. I'm the one trying to help her.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be...
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her. I miss my sister. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. I don't think you know who you're dealing with. No! I won't rest until dead. Let's get this over. Rather unwise coming back this way. No! You've made your last mistake. Seems your heart isn't in this at all. Such arrogance.
Depulso.
Stop it!
Protego.
How nice of you. Stop.
Levioso. Incendio.
No!
Do you think Glacier.
I won't rest until you're...
Defender.
No! I will...
Was that your plan?
I won't...
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by.
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here.
And at shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was...
Confringo!
Professor lived here once.
Revelio!
But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian! I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Incendio! A journal entry of Isadora's. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew...
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of...
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these...
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A Keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister. True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Black noticed the scuff on
You're new, so you wouldn't know, but most of us consider Poppy a bit of an odd bird.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there...
Yes, what?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens, and it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe...
And you need someone to help?
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather... Let us get moving while the stars are still out.
No need.
Brilliant. Shall... The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong.
We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Lumos, happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course.
Lumos.
It's just not as tidy as I expected. More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I meet. Incendio! Lumos!
Lumos! The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars. And your contribution was in...
Thank you, Amit.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. And if I have ever seen one, it's you.
That's quite generous.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
Off on another adventure.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous, I'll remind him of that when I follow up. Watch for my owl. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.